How to evaluate a person's vocational personality. In order to utilize this video, you're going to have to get a copy of the vocational test. It's an Excel file. You can copy it from this site. I also have links in the various class assignments and also in your Canvas shells and also at the backup website for the courses. What we're going to do is we are going to assess a figure that we all know relatively well. When you get to the site, this is what you will see, an Excel or Google Sheets file. Now, you can't really edit this file on the site where it is. You're going to have to download it. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the little numbers that are currently on the screen and you're going to change them or modify them to make them fit your individual subject. Now, we will start off with all of these numbers being equal to 5. And what that means is just average. The average person on a 0 to 5 scale scores 5 on each of these 48 personality traits. So when you get to this file, you should find that all of the numbers are at 5. That's what you're going to download. And then after you've downloaded the file and you've opened it either in PowerPoint or in Google Docs spreadsheets, you're going to modify the numbers in your assessment of the specific individual, whether that be yourself or Homer Simpson. You're going to leave most of these numbers at 5 because most people are average on most things. If you think that the individual being assessed is a little bit below average on a specific trait, give the person a 3 or a 4. If you think the person is higher than average on a given trait, give that person a 6 or a 7. Only give out a high score, an 8, a 9, or a 10, if the person is truly exceptionally high, way above average on that specific trait. And only give out a very low score, a 2, a 1, or a 0, if the person is really excessively, unusually low on that particular trait. There won't be very many 0s or 10s that you should be giving out. So let's look at Homer Simpson. Most of these I'm just going to leave at 5 because I don't think he's really higher or lower than average. Frank, humble, persistent, shy, honest, he's below average on that. Materialistic, he's a little bit above average. Stable, he's a little bit below average. Practical, okay. Analytic, he's below average. Cautious, he's way below average. Curious, intellectual, I gotta give him a 0 on that. Precise, a little bit below average. Methodical, a little bit below average. Rational, a little bit below average. Introverted, disorderly, expressive. I think he's expressive. Emotional, he's emotional. Impractical, yeah, he can be. Intuitive, original, non-conforming, complicated. Convincing, not really. Cooperative, no. Helpful, no. Responsible, really going to score him low there. Kind, understanding, not really. Tactful, no. Okay. Adventurous, yeah, somewhat. Ambitious, no. Domineering, energetic, pleasure-seeking, I'll give him an 8 on that. Optimistic, popular, confident. Okay, conscientious, no. Careful, no. Obedient, no. Dependable, no. Orderly, not really. Detailed, not really. Self-controlled, no. Efficient, not really. Now focus on the green words. These are 6 different vocationally related personality traits, and the little number in green next to each word represents his average score on the adjectives associated with that personality trait. So the rule of thumb is that we should try to avoid assigning people to careers where they score really low. So just looking at this, Homer's lowest score is on conventional. So he would not be a fit with assembly line or clerical type careers. He would get bored and he would perform poorly. Similarly, his next lowest was investigative. He would not make a good scientist, computer analyst, or theologian. He also scored pretty low on S careers, social careers. I can't imagine Homer Simpson in childcare, nursing, social work, teaching, counseling, or being a pastor. So he even scored a little bit below average on these hands-on careers. And the one that he really scored higher on was this artistic area. Only problem there is he may lack the actual ability to match a career that might attune his personality. Well, let's go through some of these careers in depth and see how well Homer might be doing. How about a high R job like farming, construction, mechanical work? Probably not the best fit for him, especially if we combine that job with a high C factor of attention to detail, or if we combine that job with an I factor where he had to monitor data, important information, and make decisions about probable outcomes. In other words, the worst possible job for Homer Simpson would be a nuclear power plant technician. But that's his job, and it's the worst possible fit for him. Now, what would be the best job for him? Something in that artistic area that would actually match his interests and abilities. That would have the greatest job compatibility. If he was able to have a career like as a musician in a rock band, he might even win a Grammy, which he did in one of the episodes. He did not stick with that career, however. It just didn't match his preferences and priorities. Now go ahead and assess someone else, even yourself, using this career assessment tool.